coming to the end of another year. Waters and Stanton are entering the 52nd year of their trading. Quite amazing, isn't it? 1973 I started the company, September 1973. A small lock-up shop in Hockley. How things have changed. But we stayed in Hockley for many years. Something like about 46 or 47 years. So we did Hockley proud, and Hockley was known as one of the places to go for your ham radio gear. Then we moved down to Portsmouth. Our old building in Hockley is now a block of flats, and we are now based at Milton Keynes, which is not in the centre of the country exactly, but it's quite easy to get to because it's very close to the M1. And we look forward to seeing you over the next year. But yes, it's been an interesting year. The video channel has done extremely well. We're continuing to add new subscribers, and I try to bring as much to the channel as I can, and by and large get some pretty good comments. We get one or two comments that are sort of negative, but you know, that's the way life is. But I still enjoy running this video channel. I mean, it's a one-man band. But I do enjoy it, and of course I can look back on a ham radio career of what is it? It's my 65th year in ham radio. I was licensed back in 1960, so I'm entering my 65th year in ham radio. I'm almost retirement age in ham radio. There we are. It's amazing how time flies. Anyway, in this video I'm just going to cover something that happened recently. Nothing sort of groundbreaking, but curious. And I shot this video 2 or 3 days ago, just after it happened, and you might find it interesting. I hope you do. You know, recent times I've been exploring propagation, and what I have learned about HF propagation is that we can never be sure exactly what's happening. And this short video, I just want to explain what happened very recently, and well, you may have an explanation to it. I don't quite know the explanation, but I've been working regularly Brian ZL3XDJ on the grey line, and it's a really reliable path. I can say without much doubt that I can probably talk to Brian every morning, and using the grey line propagation. And the grey line propagation means that propagation is optimum when there's dusk at one end and dawn at the other end. And it just so happens that New Zealand is the antipodes, or approximately the antipodes, of the UK. Brighton is located near the bottom of the South Island, and that puts him pretty close to the perfect antipodes from the UK. And Brian's signal pokes through for about 45, maybe an hour sometimes, 45 minutes, but I can say that it's very, very reliable. There's not many days when I can't hear Brian and work him. And I think we've come to the conclusion that the propagation is caudal hop, which is very common with grey line propagation. It means to say that there's very little loss. In normal cases, the signal bounces several times down to earth and up again into the ionosphere. But with caudal hop, it tends to get trapped in the ionosphere and then pokes out at the other end, fortunately, at the antipodes, which of course, as far as New Zealand is concerned, is roughly the UK. In actual fact, the perfect antipodes, I think, is several hundred miles away, but it doesn't really matter. There's spread anyway. Well, the other morning I was working Brian, or listening to Brian rather, and he was working a station, a Swedish station, put the call sign below this video. And what I noticed, it was a CW so what I noticed was there was some echo on the CW signal, and this echo was quite noticeable. Now, listening to the recording that I made, it's not so noticeable, but believe me, you could hear this echo, and it was a little bit confusing on headphones. But anyway, I'll play you a little snippet. Well, as I said, you may not be able to notice the echo, but there was an echo there. It was only a fraction delay. It was a few milliseconds, but there was a delay there, and it was rather confusing at times. The interesting thing is that apparently Brian was also hearing this echo as well. Now, there is a form of echo which you come across occasionally. I haven't heard it for a long time, which is called round the world echo. It's when you hear the direct signal and you also hear the signal coming all the way around the world. Caudal hop again, I guess. And this is what I heard. Now, was it backscatter or was it delayed echo? Of course, another possibility is it could have been both long path and short path. In other words, the signal's going both directions, and that would explain why there's a short but significant delay and that second echo is quite well down. So it could have been both paths, long path and short path at the same time. Who knows? Well, interesting, isn't it? One of the things that I do enjoy about HF operation is there's always something new to tinker about with, to find out, to mess about with antennas. And of course on this channel I do major quite a bit on antennas. And by and large I think that gets pretty well received, because it's one of the things that we can still do as amateurs, mess about with antennas. Gone are the days when you can delve into equipment these days and fiddle about and modify it. And of course you don't really need to get in there and modify it. I mean, in my early days of ham radio, I had a number of different commercial rigs, but I did find the need to delve inside, make some changes, try and improve things. But these days, well, no, probably not, at least in most radios. But the antenna is something you can still mess about with. And it doesn't cost that much. All you need is some wire and a pair of wire cutters and a few insulators, some coax cable, 450 ohm ladder line, and a soldering iron. Soldering iron's quite an important part of a ham radio station these days, you know. Even though you're not delving inside the equipment, you still need to be able to solder things, make up patch leads and that sort of thing, save yourself a bit of money. But we are now coming to the end of 2024. Oh, by the way, we've got the new ICOM flagship radio in stock. It arrived today. I'll put up on the screen now a picture of this radio. It's really something. If you're a serious ham radio operator, then this may be something that you would be interested in buying, or perhaps just drooling over, thinking, oh, I wish I could afford it. Well, it's a very, very well designed radio as far as I can make out. I haven't used one yet, but it comes at a price. But this is where we can help you out perhaps. We do some great part exchange deals. So if you've got a bit of gear that you want to part exchange and you're thinking of buying this radio, then give us a call. If on the other hand you just want to buy this radio, give us a call. We'll be happy to do a deal over the phone. So it's a nice radio. It looks to be full of great features, but I haven't tried one yet, and hopefully will do at some time in the future. But in the meantime, if you go onto our website, I think it's up there now on the website, go onto our website, have a look. You know, like a lot of things in life, even if you don't buy one, you can just dream about it, or you can just say, well, yeah, okay, but I'm still happy with my IC7300 or my FT710 or my FTDX10. There's many of you out there that will take that view, but there's also those that are really at the top of their hobby and ham radio is their lifeblood, and they can see the reason for purchasing a rig like that. Anyway, whichever slot you fall into, thank you for your support on this channel. It's much appreciated, and of course I'm aware that we get viewers all over the world, and I do enjoy reading the comments. I can't possibly reply to them all, it's just not possible, and I also get quite a few emails as well. But to all those around the world that watch this video channel, thank you for your support. It's much appreciated, and long may we together carry on with this video channel. In the meantime, as usual, you enjoy your ham radio, have a great Christmas, have a happy new year, and I'm not sure when the next video will be up. There might be one over Christmas, I'm not quite sure. Depends on other pressures here, domestic pressures. But in the meantime, anyway, you take care, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one, whenever it be. Bye for now.